Hey guys, welcome to the episode. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins, hopefully. This is the next episode of the Deity Brocast. I don't know what number, but it's, I think, episode 9 of the 3rd season, which is a very arbitrary season. A way to separate my streams and categorize them. But it's how I do it nonetheless, so it's canon. I find myself a little bit red, so we're gonna change that. It also cannot stop autofocusing because of the fucking moving lights, I noticed. So we're gonna change that too. Even though I'm not gonna be here for that long. On camera, that is. So we're now a bit less red. Let me see what else needs changing and what else can I change? What else can I do? Looking back at all we've been through. Stop it. Does this fucking fix the hallucinations it's having? It's there's some daylight coming in, so it's not gonna look as good as normally. I'm gonna look a bit more pale as well. Alright, so welcome back. It's been a while. As was pointed out in the chat, I do have a very unpredictable schedule that usually doesn't suit anyone else's, but I kind of just stream whenever it's not a pain in the ass for me to stream. And then maybe at any fucking time. Well, my microphone volume might be a bit lower, because I'm gonna lean back as much as possible. I think I have a way of causing neck strain by sitting too much like this. Or maybe not. Maybe I sit too much like this. Which is also not very good. So I'm gonna like be perfectly in the middle, but then slouch. You know? And look at my nostrils. But that's when the camera is off, because I actually don't want you guys to go inside of my nostrils, okay? We don't do that here. That's inappropriate. It's inappropriate content. So I did say we're gonna play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. I came around about that a little bit because I didn't feel like it. And that's that. That's the only explanation you need. I didn't feel like it. Second explanation, it's an MKB game, and like I said, I have some strain in my neck, so I'm gonna try and limit that by playing controller games, which I can play while I'm leaning back with my feet up on the desk. So we're gonna do that. I'm so thirsty. I always drink too much fucking coffee and then I get really thirsty. So you see me drinking the coffee and then you see me drink water to make up for how it dehydrates me live. So I'm just constantly drinking. Fuck. Yeah, I don't need a hydrate reminder. Like, I just compulsively hydrate in public. So what's up, everyone? This is the part of the stream where you can just talk, and I will respond for the 1 minute you got left. Look, guys, when it's like 7, no, that's when we're gonna start. In fact, you guys are wasting my hard drive space with this right now, because you're not talking. Yeah, I'm recording, and you guys are not talking, so that's like me wasting hard drive space on being here. Just, I guess it's not wasted because I'm recording all this, you know. This picture of a man. Clean shaven. I'm always clean shaven. Except for this. This will never be clean shaven because that's always gonna be growing back within 5 minutes. I have big mustache, big Italian mustache, but I cannot give my true identity away as Mario, so I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. All right. So what is it with the 5 a.m.? You miss what? Like you miss the mustache? Or the beard? Like, what do you mean? I have a goatee. I've never had other facial hair. What do you mean? If I'm not clean shaven on the stream, then I've been doing it wrong, because I'm always shaven. So who is going to work, and when do you guys have work? Because I don't know anything about that human stuff. That sounds like something people do in the Mortal Coil. You haven't slept, and I assume you're in the US, unlike me, where it's like 7 a.m. Or are you in Europe, where if... Wait a second. If you're in Europe and it's 7 a.m., you haven't slept. That's actually more fucked up, because it's not like 1 a.m. or something. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? You've lost control of your lives. Moon Lantern is in the US. Why did I have a feeling? You are chilling and you're a night owl. That's okay. You're in the US as well. I know that, because you know, the definite proof of that is that you play on the US servers in Final Fantasy. That proves that you're in the US. There's no other way. You need like a fucking green card or something otherwise to do that. I played Palworld all night. I haven't touched Palworld ever. How is it improved? I've seen people play it a lot more now. It must have had a major update and then got people right back in to the game, because I thought it was gone. I thought it was sued into the ground. Did they do anything in response to the lawsuits? Did they change how you capture the Palmons? I know it got an update like 1.0. I don't know what that means in this case. They add new mons, they add new game mechanics. They fixed something major. They won the patent lawsuit, so they're not changing it. I have never played Palworld, and chances of me playing it are very slim, because, like, again, I'm just gonna play some retro slop soon. But I think it's just fucking awesome whenever Nintendo takes an L. You know? I may have the Mario mustache if I don't shave this constantly, every 5 minutes. Like, by the end of the stream, this will be a full-blown Mario mustache. But I really hate Nintendo. They've been exploiting me my whole life since 1985. They had to change the gliding with the hang glider because Nintendo invited hang gliders. They invited flying with animals in fantasy settings. No, it is changed to the hang glider, and it's changed from gliding from a PAL because we've never seen that before and never heard of that. It's unimaginable that there's a game where you use animals for transport. Wow. Yeah. Don't tell Nintendo about any games with horses in them or mounts. Alright guys, it's cool that you are hanging out here. I would provide more fan service, but you know the fan service I need to cut out, and I'm trying to limit my desktop time, so I'm gonna not provide that right now. But there will be more of that in the future. I hope that's alright. I hope you guys enjoy just simply speaking up and being heard, being seen, not being obliterated on sight. That's always nice, isn't it? That's always a nice perk. Okay. I have no idea what music is playing. I haven't been listening, but I hope it's not something too distracting. But for now, I think we've yapped enough. It's a good yapping quota that I've met. There we go. I'm gonna make some changes to my decor, and you guys can look at Mordona. Because when else are you gonna look at fucking Mordona? If not before I start doing anything. So here we go. Here's more donut for you. Wow. Do you guys even recognize it? Like, do you guys even recognize Mordona even if you play this game? Do you guys even recognize it at this point? Like, yeah, there's the crystal tower in the background, but that's all about that you recognize about it. There's nothing really distinct or interesting about this. You don't pay attention to it. This is just the fucking town you forget about. Shooting at words. Yeah, words can be misused. Keep that in mind. Words are dangerous, and none know that better than Wisebot. Clearly. Words resemble other words. So they're easily mistaken. Like, you know how Discord is banning anything that looks like a grid? Because grids look like children to them. I don't know how that works. I'm gonna lean the fuck back as much as possible. So my neck will be nice and comfy, relatively speaking. Ah. Oh. I should get a hot tub here, because a hot tub would actually be nice to soak your muscles in. What you wouldn't get is like a repetitive strain on your neck from sitting in a hot tub. I'm actually surprised that I'm doing as well as I am so far. Because just a day ago it was pretty fucking bad from how much time I've been overusing the desktop for like server maintenance and shit. Yeah, I spent way too much time on the desktop. I have chronically everything. Very blessed that it's okay now, for now. It means I can get 5.4, 5.5 in. Hopefully, at least one of those. And then once I have done that, I can play controller games for a while. And I'll switch Final Fantasy stuff to the Let's Play section. At least that's the current plan. It's a medical plan. But maybe it's also just because these fucking cutscenes lives. I feel like I don't know if that's the easiest content to stream because I don't know in advance exactly what I should cut or not. It gets very long-winded. It gets very long-winded. And maybe if the cutscene fucking sucks and it's just people nodding at each other, maybe I can trim that from the VOD. Or rather the Let's Play. That would be nice, actually. Alright, let's go. This is where the Final Fantasy part starts. Notice anything off? Or rather different about me? Yeah, I had my vitamins. So I'm a little bit taller than normally. You know, they're good. I just about fit here in this inn. They adjusted the height here specifically for me to resemble me. He's scowling. The bag is very orcish here, but you know what? Let's not comment too much on that. Yeah, vitamins. I took my protein shake. No. Sit down. Change pose. What? The hair is suddenly blonde? If only it was that easy, huh? Because this man's hair is really dark. Who wants to be carried around by him? I think it could actually be a 4-seat or 6-seat mount at this point. Or would Nintendo sue me for that? Because they invented using critters. Period. Critters, yes, that's what he is. Well, I mean, he's a legendary kind of critter, right? He's very rare. And you can't just go around and fly a legendary bird either. So I'm not sure if you can fly a legendary colossus like my boy here, my dancer. Okay, so what we were doing again, deciphering a node from an ancient civilization in order to find a cure for tempered beings, tempered anyone really, when they have been corrupted by primal gods, which are manifestations of ether and disturbing thoughts. I don't know how else to put it. Ether and PTSD, and hopes and wishes and other strong emotions. Fake gods that brainwash you. I wouldn't know anything about that because I'm not fake. If I mentioned that before, it's worth reiterating that. So now we want to decipher it. We need Sid. There's always a Sid in Final Fantasy, and this is no exception. Now, speaking of next train. Oh, they're talking about the Empire now instead of just continuing with the plot. I hear, is this Machinations? Is this the Machinations music, or is that... No, it's not Machinations, it's another one. It's another one of those background songs they use for irrelevant, unvoiced cutscenes constantly. Kryle is the little Pikachu talking there. The meeting was convened to discuss how best to respond to recent events in Garlemald. I know exactly how to do that. Feed me a couple more vitamins, and I'll be right over and fix any fucking issue. Just a couple more vitamins, bro. That will fix anything. According to the intelligence from our Doman allies, the War of Succession rages on and the Empire remains without a leader. Yeah, no voices and no lore dumps that are, I think... Because I could explain the entire lore of Doma and the Empire, and then the next thing, they talk about the next thing I need to explore and explain an entire Wikipedia page worth of info for, and it doesn't help. It fucking exhausts me, and we're never gonna get through this shit. Amidst the chaos of the Empire being without a leader, right? The Imperial legions in the provinces have begun to move independently of the motherland. Of greatest concern to us is the third. Wouldn't it be funny if that was like a Murloc sound? Wouldn't that be hilarious if it was... Right? A legion aligned with Lord Nerva. The nerve of that man. It appears they have received substantial financial backing from House Brutus. Okay. My face is up here. Hello? Brutus, aren't they the ones who took in Yotsuyu and Asahi? This bodes well. We're not talking about Yotsuyu and Asahi, but Asahi is the one that got possessed by an Asian? Mr. Koneko, if you have any lore to add to this where people have no idea, you may do so in chat. Zenus's movements, meanwhile, remain shrouded in mystery. We're hoping that Thancred and Urianger, which are their allies, right? They're besties, the part of the team. They're other members of the DK crew. We're hoping that Thancred and Urianger will be able to shed some light on his activities when they return. I don't know always how to pronounce everything. Until such time as they do, the Allied leaders feel it would be unwise to interfere in the conflict. And so thanks in part to the Imperial withdrawal from Gimlet, they have decided to turn their attention to the primal problem once more. So our side of things, not the Empire, is focused on the primal problem. It's the problem with the primals. The primal's problem, Cusco's poison, as I like to say. Working with friendly factions among the beast tribes, which do not summon primals, they hope to reopen dialogue and explore new avenues for peace. Given the timing, I suspect they wish to put their respective houses in order, but I have no idea what they mean. What houses? Houses? What is this? Again, they think, bro thinks this is Game of Thrones. The houses of what? The Eorzean allies? The only one with houses is Ishgard. What are they on about? The House of the Sultana? Fuck off. Fuck off! Well, we're definitely in Season 8 of Game of Thrones soon, because fucking Endwalker. is on that level as far as I'm concerned. Almost. Almost. I fucking hate it. And it will be wonderful. It will be wonderful how much I hate it. In the best of fun and fun-loving of ways. What's with the Lominzans? Yeah, so we are talking about the houses of the Eorzean allies. Be prepared for shit-talking this game, by the way. I do love to do that. That's my niche. Elfino and Ishtala have been called upon to aid them. More friends of ours, as a reminder. Lominzas are seafaring nations of the Alliance, blah blah blah. So we're going to go to Limsa Lominsa to deal with the primal problem there. As long as we're dealing with the tempered, I'm afraid no amount of dialogue will avail us. But if we can develop a treatment for tempering of the beast tribes that worship the primals and have been in turn brainwashed by the primals, it's a vicious cycle of abuse, then anything is possible. So we can fix their brain rot. And then they will be more open to dialogue. Yeah, I'd hope so. And that's it. See that? See that? You thought it would never end, did you? Did you not? Wait, but what do I do next? Well, we watch the next cutscene. Apparently. Enjoy the safe distance. Chichato. Okay, my sandaled, pleated feet have arrived at the destination after 2 big steps for mankind, or 2 small steps for Zak. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. I wonder how much of that cutscene we skipped. Maybe it was just nodding. Whoa, that bard is going hard. Do we see them from our perspective like this? Is that camera dynamic based on, I don't know, our knee height or crotch height? Okay, Sid is here. His crotch is full. He said his hands are full or were full. I read his crotch was full. And frankly, isn't that true? Isn't that the truth? Okay, we're not reading every line. He is there, and he has a very nice front row of teeth. And specifically an upper row of teeth. Yeah, they needed this guy to decipher the node that we extracted. Damn, that's some bling on my finger. I'm not wearing the Emperor's new ring. Apparently. A treatment for tempering. And for the next step, you need to find the password to this elegance report. Oh, we'll just hack that ancient technology device. It's so easy. We could be here forever and still not guess correctly. And thus we turn to you. Oh, he's doing that stock pose. I did this in real life once, unironically. I was unaware of it. Apparently I do this sometimes. Like this fist in my palm. This. I think it's a cool power move. I really do this. I really do this. Yeah. But the problem was there was someone else around there like, oh, that's cool of you. Like he was like comparing me to Luffy. I don't know what if Luffy does that. This guy was, sorry, Luffy. I don't even know I didn't even until recently realize how to pronounce that fucker's name. To my credit. So there is an anecdote. See, there's not a single encounter with a human being. I don't have a lot of them nowadays. But every encounter with a human being for me leads to an interesting kind of exchange. At least one. Which is kind of what you would hope. Because otherwise you're just wasting your time and vocal cords, right? You want to have something out of it. Otherwise it's just doing the same. Like just going to the toilet. Let's say it's also the same thing every time. The same shit! Except it takes more effort. to talk to a human. Well, I'd love to say that we could help you, so I will. Oh. That's such an interesting way to put it. Once suitably configured, a Magitech terminal should make short work of identifying the password. No, I didn't mean to skip. No. I just kind of want to progress this without having to press the left mouse button, but maybe. Because I like to give my arm some rest too. I knew I could rely on you. Now, anticipating that it might be of use, I took the liberty of borrowing a tombstone from Rambrus. It contains an elegant dictionary. Yeah, just go learn a new language for this. Why is he always squinting? He's always squinting. So confidently squinting. I'll transfer the information to a terminal and set it to work right away. What exactly? This is such bullshit. This is such hogwash. What is going on? I'm reading the dialogue now that we have already seen. A Magitech terminal should make short work of identifying a password. Okay, so we're just gonna have a smart computer figure out the password. So he's gonna feed a dictionary to a computer and the AI deep learning is going to figure out a password based on the language. How is that gonna work? Because you could speak perfectly... You could speak the current language perfectly well. Doesn't mean you can guess the password to my Yahoo, so to speak. Still a shame. They should... This is not making it more believable than if they had randomly said... the password was password. That should have just worked. At least it was good for comic relief. It looks like it's finished. Let's see. The password is freedom. Oh yeah, a single word. I don't accept. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind if I'm gonna criticize this nonsense. This is why the elegant civilization fell. I guess that now we know. They didn't have good passwords. No 2FA either. Is it distracting that I am 8 feet tall or 9? Probably a bit more than that. I would say 12 feet. More, right? What the fuck? They come up to my knees or some shit? 18 feet? Yeah, I think that's a good estimation. Okay, while we configure, they just gotta let me kick the elegant machine. Yeah, or just use some kind of magic rather than technology, because this makes elegant technology look really weak sauce. But yeah, a good kick against that note like it's a fucking soccer ball. Then again, it would have been shot into orbit. It would have been shot straight into Zodiac's skull and split the moon into and killed the Lolopritz. I think he's about 3 times the height, so it's 18 feet. I think he looks taller than he is. Like, sorry, but 18 feet is taller than you might think it is. So, like, you guys with your 50 feet and 100 feet, and then if you saw a guy that is only like a simple 12 or 18 feet, you would lose your mind. You'd be very intimidated. Namely ceruleum to fuel the terminals and ice shards to keep... What is this pseudoscience now? Oh, we're configuring the terminals. Ice shards. Okay, we're gonna collect some MacGuffins. In that case, I'll trust Zakking and Eorzea with the ceruleum. which is, I guess, another unobtainium. Except it is obtainable. It's something we're gonna click on. Take them to the Sky Steel manufacturer in Ishgard in the cerulean processing plant at Thanalan. Okay, so we need this to do what? Fix the terminal? Terminal what? Terminal what? Terminal 7, yeah. Yours is a well-known face in the Holy See. Who's this? Is that Sid's? Because it can't be my face. My face nobody's able to see without breaking their neck. Yeah, she's back. She. The petite, twinkish lady that I am. Twinkish woman? A twinkish woman. Yeah, a wisp of a woman that I am. She is returned. Just like my character is just, you know, a dainty little dumb. I was about to say, the password thing pisses me off. Because the password was in English! Yeah, it was not in elegant. Why did they put a whole dictionary into the AI and then the password was in modern wannabe George Martin English? So to speak, because that's what they speak, right? They speak George Martin. Ease. So where are we heading in this case? To the Sky Steel manufactured nonsense, right? So the only downside to skipping irrelevant nonsense as the yap, because I'm pretty good at detecting bullshit and just skipping those cutscenes. The downside is that I don't know why I'm doing the current irrelevant nonsense. Is this for my Mechanist quest line? Look at that! I could do that quest. Because look who's level 80. Oh, that shirt looks really funny with that. The Steamworks are very loud in my ears. Why did this shirt change for this? I guess that's because it's just how it is currently. Okay, sorry if I burned anyone into the massive flames around my body. What else do I have that looks really cool? Look guys, I am Thancred now. Better than the old Thancred. There's a new Thancred in town. And I'm much cooler and bigger and superior, so I think I'll just step on him and be done with it. But anyway, I can still talk. I can't hand in quests unless I am the appropriate level, I see. How may I serve you? Well, that's a good question. More people should ask that. More people should ask that. Also, I see the volume in this place is higher than anywhere else because of the fucking machinery being so loud. So it's not just my ears that are picking up on it. I can physically see this represented on the sliders. I'm after the ceruleum, yeah. And why is this locked? Oh, because I'm not... I was being fucking dumb here. So a second ago I said, you cannot hand in quest unless you're the appropriate level. Yeah, let me just kind of clip here. Sorry. Deifically transport myself through that wall. So where is the next one? Okay, that served a lot of purpose. Talk to this person here. Talk to another person at the end of town. Peek. Peek! Now, I can't imagine why I was postponing this for so long. for weeks. When it's such a good time. I just... Please, when the expansion is over, make every side story optional. Let that story rest. Wait till the next one. Okay. You've come to the right man. The price is shut up. So I hope you've got the coin. Do we need it? Can we not pay with the note? And can I not pay by being like, you know, threatening? As good as gold to me? What are they promising? Maybe they are promising gold. I see my wall is not as shaven as I am. Kind of deceptive, isn't it? I cannot stand fucking facial hair. The feeling of it in my face. It looks good on me, though. It does look good on me. I just don't want to go there.
Friend, after the disappointment of not seeing you in Alamigo, what good fortune to chance upon you here of all places.
Oh, bless you, Emmerich, for having a voice. I don't need to ramble through this.
As you may have heard, the Allied nations are making a renewed effort to address the primal problem.
Yeah, what else are they gonna do between expansions again?
To that end, have I invited the chieftain of the Vanu to Ishgard, that we might together plot a course.
Wow. I'm hype-mogging the Beast Tribe guy, yeah. I think he's supposed to be really big.
To be nearing its conclusion.
Not to me!
I would also like to call upon Estinian's lance. Alas, he is, as ever, a difficult man to find.
Maybe he's hanging out with Shadow the Hedgehog in Edgelord Town.
I am informed he recently paid a visit to the Rising Stones. Should he happen to do so again, be sure to pass on my regards, won't you?
I thought he was dating Estinian. Isn't that his boyfriend? Isn't he Empreg from Estinian?
But tell me, what business brings you to our fair city this day?
Did they even ever meet? Did he even ever meet? I don't even know. But I imagine there is a lot of fan fiction with him in Estinian. Hey, that Elazanek serves a purpose. Also, if I have to sit here and hurt my neck from playing this fucking MKB game, which I don't want to play, but I cannot play this game for shit with a controller, even though currently I'm just like basically pressing a button to click through dialogue. They can suffer alongside me. Nothing inside my wall skull, by the way, but that's canonical.
Until now,
it's just a himbo.
Prevention are every failure irrevocable. But this would rewrite the rules of engagement. It could end the cycle of bloodshed.
I just like seeing him suffer a bit. It's good. Let him make... Hey, who says he has to look up? Maybe he should be looking down and be more humble. Maybe he should be on his knees before me.
Very well. You shall have all the ceruleum we can provide, and an airship with which to transport it.
You know what's more valuable than ceruleum? The fact that you are reading this poppycock
in this matter, you
instead of me.
On Ishgard's full support.
My hair is delighted. It's very shiny, thanks to that. Any more voice stuff, or are they gonna stop voicing now? Nod. I imagine that airship would creak and immediately sink a couple of feet when I step onto it. Oh, I'm a normal size now? I guess that's sensible. So there are occasions where it's not generated. I mean, it is always a little inserted. Funny how that works. And here I phase into this existence again. My ears are excited. Oh, thank God, I thought I had to play the Praetorium. That was not my intention. I see this kind of Imperial tech in a cutscene, and I'm immediately reliving the traumas. Holy fuck. Are we gonna say anything, or are we just gonna do things? People be doing things. She be waving. I'm shrinking and growing. Sometimes my vitamins have a glitch. Sorry.
Oh, who would have thought cerulean weighed so much?
Everyone is having a fucking neck and shoulder pain. Oh.
Serves me right for being stubborn, I suppose. I should have just done what you did and accepted help.
But she wanted to carry it. There we go. Teleporting around. I would probably do a little bit of resizing after this.
This is all we asked for and more. Quite a lot more now that I look at it.
So this stuff is really expensive, and yet they overloaded us with it. So they're like, what, energy crystals? What is this shit?
Lord Emmerich, eh? And entirely by chance. Ha! Some people have all the luck.
We have also succeeded in configuring the terminals, thanks in no small part to our able assistant.
It's been a while, hero.
Wasn't this someone that we've been punching?
Lest you misunderstand, I've no interest in such things as cures for tempering.
Wasn't this someone that we beat up?
But if you mean to achieve
I only see the nostrils.
the storied Allagans, it seemed plain that you would require my expertise. And so it proved. Is that not right, Garland?
Why does he have pimp glasses? Why does he have pimp glasses if he's an engineer? That's a very strange combination of traits. Yeah, I forgot who that dipshit is, but clearly he's an Imperial that we kind of recruited.
All I know is you're an employee of the Ironworks now, so you'll bloody well earn your keep.
But wasn't Sid also like from the Empire originally? You can have a non-Latin name, but he is also one of those. But he knew how to jump ship, right?
That wasn't the only reason I agreed to cooperate. I'm reliably informed that Garland and I are destined to unravel the secrets of travel, not only across dimensions, but through time.
Is this relevant to anything? Not now, is it?
Doubtless the lion's share of the credit lies with me. 9 parts to Garland's 1. And this research will be a stepping stone to that illustrious achievement.
What do you mean? The time travel shit was in the Crystal Tower that the Catboy knows everything about. Like, this is kind of stupid. You're talking to the time travel master. You're talking to Doctor Who about like, oh, I did the lion's share of finding out how time travel works. I have no idea what they're on about. I don't know what I missed.
Well,
I don't know what part I skipped.
1/10 of the work. Just the part that's beyond you.
Whatever you say, Garland.
That is actually a fair assessment because it's like easier to make certain gains, but then the maxing is where it's at.
Right.
That's
If
fair.
everyone's ready,
That's a read.
let's begin.
That's a read. Sid is a drag queen. Confirmed. He's also traitor to the Empire. Fuck him. Traitor. I don't actually know. Is he? Kind of is, right? That's how they treat him. I would know because I have Praetorium traumas, and yet it's almost as if I zone out during those cutscenes every time. Yeah, the more you make me force me to watch something, the less I'll pay attention to it. That's how it works. That's how it was in school. That's how it is in Final Fantasy XIV. Floating screens activated. Right. This gotta be a waste of the cerulean crystals.
Now, we just have to wait for it to find us our magic. Why not take this opportunity to put your feet up?
I didn't say anything.
A while.
There are no feet here. Sorry. I don't know what you're on about. Just because the stink of them fills up the whole room at that size doesn't mean that you should be talking about that on my stream. Thank you. You freak! So what did they do except for turn on screens? Guys, can you explain? I have no fucking idea what this was. Looking at screens. I'm putting my feet up, but that's because I am just feet in these cutscenes and legs. There was one time where they looked up and they looked at my pecs. What's going on? Head empty. Yeah, maybe have less screens on. Wouldn't that save you some power?
She won't last much longer.
That's a child. That's a fucking child with goggles on. You can't put fucking goggles on a toddler. That's still a fucking child, sorry.
We'll have to shut it down.
Maybe don't let a child handle that.
Wait!
Ancient charging technology.
Close.
And then it exploded and they all died at the end. I hate the panicky mode.
Well, this is going swimmingly.
You know, if it explodes, you'll also be torn to shreds, right? But he's like, guys, he keeps standing there. He's not concerned. He's just like... Oh, I spoke too soon. If it explodes, it will just explode politely. Oh. Oh. Well, that's that. That's what you get.
I was able to memorize the magic before it faded. It still needs to be put to the proof, but I believe we have our cure.
What is going on here? So they accessed the elegant terminal, and then they put a bunch of screens, they hooked up to it, and then powered it with cerulean. Was that like a civilization just like very wasteful of electricity or something, or of power? Because that was just one terminal they had to read information from. Unless I'm missing something. Again, that's very, very possible. But I try to pay attention to everything that was voiced. And even to some of the things that were not voiced, so I'm very confused right now. So... he is a speed reader. My legs couldn't be more excited if they tried. My leg hair couldn't be more excited.
Just as well. She'll never run again.
God, I hate this character. What is that hair?
The fault is mine. I'm sorry.
It is. Yeah, you wanted it. You did this. We could have tried it again with all the extra cerulean we had. It's all on you. And we should have left you frozen as a crystal. We should have left you as a fucking rock. You blew it. You blew it. Literally. That's okay. Everyone loves you. You're the self-insert. You're Yoshi P's true self-insert in this fanfic. A cure for tempering is not to be sniffed at. So they're still looking for ways to hop between dimensions, like the first and other versions of... Would that count as dimensions? Because are they really different dimensions? I thought they were just different shards. I guess you could call them dimensions.
This, my friend, is a world-changing discovery. One we're proud to have had a hand in.
Okay.
A few Magitech terminals are a pittance to pay.
Can you recreate it? Why are you so buff? Are you benefiting from my vitamins? Have you been taking my vitamin Z's? My vitamins X? Because that's not a normal Highlander thickness, isn't it? I think he's low-key profiting from that, like
Well,
being a Highlander
what we can. The rest is up to you.
or a hewer at least. Kind of siphoning off my hewer masculinity. I mean, it's not that. It's not exactly that. But he's definitely fucking trying. Okay, that's that. So that was the tech side of things. Now we're going to do the magical side of things, right? Because there's more to it. I will be honest, I never watched any of these scenes before. We have our cure in theory at any rate. We cannot be certain until such a time as we put it to proof. Okay. If we are to test it on someone, then I suggest Gabu. His symptoms are relatively mild, and also, it's really fun if it goes wrong. Because everyone loves Gabu, and he's very cute, and wouldn't it be hilarious if he got torn to shreds as we use him as a guinea pig? It will be fine as long as you exercise due caution. I'm gonna say this because I don't want to have anything to do with their decisions, their reckless decisions to test this on a small child. And then he said that, yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah? Was the Magitech terminal fine, Graha? What just happened there? You want a child to explode as well? Haven't you destroyed enough in this timeline? Since we brought you back? Okay. It's always nice to bully Gratia. Think of him as you guys, because you're a bunch of, you play the cat boys. A bunch of, you know what, you play the cat boys. You're a bunch of cat boys. I can just say that, you're a bunch of cat boys. Yeah, derogatory. So this is your character here for me, and I'm bullying him relentlessly. So pretty hot. I assume that's pretty hot for you guys. Pretty steamy stuff. Okay, without further ado. Okay, without further ado, where? We go for Limsa. Okay. Fantastic stuff. Wonderful weather. To check out our new proportions in. Very good weather, circumstances for this sort of thing. Do we actually need that? Do we actually need anything? Do we actually need to wear anything? I don't think so. I think we're fine. See, it just got wet. Clothes just got wet. That's all it is. Well, this is the moment of truth. I'll have our hosts bring Gabu to us at once. And what are they gonna do? Abracadabra with elegant magic that was locked into a Magitech terminal. They should have left the technology out of this. It would have been so much smoother.
G's for the wait.
V. V, not the mouse click, V. He's still a drug addict. He's still addicted.
Have you been good?
Yeah, the thing is, he was always a bit shaky. That's not even related to being tempered. He's always a mess. He's always been on the stimulants. But we can take away the cause, but not the symptoms.
Strange, I'm afraid. He just stands there in silence until we move him.
Okay.
It's all right now. We're going to help you get better.
At least he is moving. Wasn't this whole issue like their ether is stagnant? It's expecting to be like comatized, but he moves more than I am doing right now. Oh, finally a face. And not just an ear.
Fancy meeting you here.
Oh, shut up.
Alphino Yushtola! I thought you were attending to primal matters.
We were, and came here for a meeting on the subject. Certain pirate factions did not deign to attend, however, and it was cancelled.
Pirate factions. That's world building for you. There are pirates here. Amidst all this mess, there's still fucking a bunch of rogues. Plundering ships, I guess? I don't know whose ships.
We had resigned ourselves to having wasted a journey when we chanced to espy you.
That's not a word.
Could it be that there has been progress with the treatment?
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Using Magitech terminals to formulate the solution. I would never have contemplated such an approach.
Yeah, because it's a fucking ridiculous solution. Or approach.
So this new magic, adapted from memory transference, would be used to purge the subject of their fanatical faith, while Angelo would be responsible for reanimating the ether of their soul.
Right. Adapted from memory transference. What? So this is the elegant part? And then Angelo would be doing exactly what he did, more or less, to get them into a crystal and transport it back from the first to this realm. Guys, this is utter nonsense. You realize these words don't make much sense, don't you? Even if you've been playing this, it's still kind of teetering very close to being completely random words. Okay, I get the reanimating the aether of their soul. If we're gonna go with that whole, their ether flow is stagnant, therefore they're brain dead! It's like a defibrillator. But what is the memory transference thing? That is what they... No, that is the part that they did. And why did the whole Magitech terminal come into this then?
Yet I wonder at the practicalities. If one were to reanimate the soul first, it would only serve to exacerbate the tempering. Conversely, a stagnant soul would not respond to the effects of the magic.
Okay. So what? How do we explain this part? They need to press both buttons at once. Not just one button on Gabu. You need to press both of Gabu's buttons.
Would both need to be performed simultaneously?
Ah, nothing escapes Master Matoya's inquiring eye. As you say, both must be carried out simultaneously. And thus, I propose to imbue Angelo with the tempering treatment in much the same manner as I did the spirit vessels.
Yeah, I fucking hate too much made-up science, magic things, especially if it's mixed together. It's too fucking much. Pick one! Magic, science. Pick one logic! Imbue the pork, right? That's the floating pig. The magic floating pig that was used to imbue the crystals to teleport us home, right? Or them home, their souls home. So he needs to be imbued with the tempering treatment. So it's like, so he can restart the ether flow and do something with the memory transference. And whose memories are going to be transferred? From where? Going to implant some new memories in them? Hopefully not his. All he's good for is being a cat boy, wailing his ears, being cute and going, yeah, I'm gonna blow up your computers. Yeah. Thomas! Sorry about that. Sorry. I took out all my anger at cat boys with him. And that's well deserved. Oh, it's the pig! Well, that makes everything alright, doesn't it?
We also spare Graha the trouble of casting spell after spell. It's really rather efficient.
But don't spare him any trouble. Like, exploit him for what he's worth until he drops dead, because he's just more trouble than he's worth.
Be that as it may, certain difficulties are unavoidable. The imbuing
Simp!
will still require no
Sorry, that was derogatory. I'm not actually, that's against TOS. You cannot use simp derogatorily. But I used it against a fictional character, so I don't know if that's fair. I don't know if that's fair. I do apologize. I retract those words. That's like showing your asshole, basically. Guys, if I get banned for that, if I get banned because I call Grati a simp, which is a fact, just a fact, canonical, then the moment I will make a new account and just show my asshole for 24 hours on that. That's what I will do. Because that would not be fair. I'm just explaining the canon. We're gonna imbue the pig with the magic to do the things that are... What was it again? Okay, Angela would be reanimating the ether of their soul. And we're gonna imbue him with the tempering treatment, which is adapted from memory transference. Guys, are we keeping up? How do you guys get through this and not be like, what the fuck are they on about? This is not storytelling. This is just information dump after information dump. Next thing they're gonna go and like, oh, we're gonna travel through wormhole and meet new beings and gonna have some space-time theory thrown in because it's convenient for the plot. It's very Star Trek-y, but then if Star Trek also had magic in it, so it makes even less sense. Yeah, there's no flying pig in Star Trek. I'm sorry, I'm just getting a little wound up over nothing, because that's how you keep something boring like this somewhat captivating, I guess. Or irritating, I don't know.
As I could no longer
At least you
draw
feel
from
something.
powers
You feel
stored,
something. Good! I'm not...
compelled to rely on those of others.
I'm like Gabu here. I'm shaking. I'm shaking and crying right now while my aether is stagnating. Because it doesn't want to flow. My aether doesn't want to be around anymore. Sorry about that, everyone. No, I'm not sorry! Being angry is my new brand! Thank you. Yeah, that's... Sorry, that was like my two wolves arguing. Don't put me through this. You cannot put me through this, even though I'm putting myself through this, and expect me to keep it fucking together. Because my brain is now overloaded like those Magitech terminals. They're about to explode. Okay. Okay, I got it. I got this. You cannot use the Crystal Tower stores of energy. I will be compelled to rely on those of others. You don't have any of your own, you little parasite. You can only draw it from others. You tick!
Well,
You cat-eared leech! Yeah, you volunteer for that. Are we sure Grahatia isn't the primal that tempers everyone around it to think he's somehow useful? And you need to save his life no matter what, no matter how crazy it looks? No matter how crazy the idea, you need to save him, and you need to help him. And you need to do what his stupid ideas. You need to follow up on his stupid ideas. Are we sure he's not a primal? Has that already been confirmed? I haven't played Dawn Trail. Like, fuck I am.
As would I. Since the resumption of our duties, it has been naught but stuffy meetings, and I have ample ether to spare.
How does that work? Did they blue ball ether? Is it ether now? Is it ether? Is it aether?
With your permission, then, let us begin.
Where I come from, which is Scotland, we say ether. No, we don't. How do we say it? How do we say that? Ether. Ether. I'm just glad that not every cat boy is just a fucking ether parasite. Look like they're channeling the ether into the primal! How is this different than the summoning ritual? Does nobody see this? Anyone?
Yes, this will do.
Yeah! Fucking Zodiac 2.0 is being summoned there. Look at that! Just drained his followers like that. You're not getting mine.
And now, it's my turn.
So when are we gonna get the Matoya dungeon? Because we didn't do that yet. Oh, this is not gonna work, and then we get the Matoya dungeon, right? I know they sent Master Matoya to Ishtala. Wait, maybe the pork is the primal. So he channeled the technical know-how into the pig. He magically channeled the technical know-how of how to transfer memories into the pig, like the cure for tempering that he learned from a Magitech terminal. He downloaded that into his catboy brain, and now he magicked that with his ether into a magical pork. That is... And then people were surprised that fucking Dawntrail sucked ass. They were like, oh, the writing of this really went downhill. Did it, though? Waklamada is a step up from this. I'm going to be controversial and say Dawntrail is peak compared to this. Okay? I haven't played it, but I know I can at least understand more than half what's going on in there. And if I try to summarize it, it will sound less insane. I will sound less insane than when I say some fucking parasitical catboy channeled some ancient elegant node data, some binary code into a magical pig from another world. And that's the T, period, Hennies. I'm sorry, is this your favorite game? I'll make sure it's no longer your favorite game. You'll be playing World of Warcraft by the end of this.
Well, we seek to go where even the Allegans did not.
I'm having a good time here.
Easy.
Where even the Allegans did not. You mean the people that famously brought down their fucking civilization? That did not last?
The rest is up to you, Alize. The treatment itself will take time and focus, so we will need a quiet room. I'm sure our hosts can spare one.
It's a lot of firsts with these guys, isn't it? They always do something for the first time ever in history. Constantly.
I will go with her. It may be a while before we return, so I would ask for your patience and your faith.
I have faith in that the righteous will bullshit their way through this just fine, don't worry. Nod.
We'll bring Gabu back.
Oh, she's doing the thing.
See if we don't.
This thing. I joked about it before. That's like they want to punch someone when they do that. Subconsciously, they want to punch someone. They don't know it.
It would seem our part is played. Let us find a place to recuperate while we wait for news.
That's the voice actor is like done with reading these lines. My part is done. There you go. Off ya pup. Off ya pup, you cunt. Off into the rain. Right? It's a good thing I'm sitting quite far from the microphone, because it might be popping constantly. That's that. Let's have a rest. Yeah, I agree. Guys, I feel like going to the bakery and give my neck a nice little stretch, because I've been sitting here for a bit and I'm really gonna be very fucking careful with my neck.
For years, Eorzea has labored to find a solution to the primal problem, without success. Any hope that tempering could be reversed faded long ago.
Yeah, they didn't have a Catboy ex machina like we do.
I myself had given it up as impossible. Given up on the tempered and the light corrupted alike. They were problems to be tolerated, or else eliminated, I believed. And to think otherwise was pure naivety. Childishness, even.
Well, are they mechanically, physically broken? Are they physically broken? Can you see that? Because if not, then there was always likely going to be a fix to get the machine going again. Did they even ever have like brain surgery or brain scans?
She struggled and she struggled. And her efforts were rewarded with a way to bring back Halric. And now countless others may no longer be beyond salvation.
Yeah, Halric was light something. He ate too much light. Yeah, he had a lot of radiation. And he was brain dead too. So it was a bit similar to this condition, and that's why we're on this arc now. And now they're using the pork to do something similar. I mean, that part is cool. I really wish they left out the entire magic part, Magitech shit. That was just there as padding. The padding makes it worse.
I have the greatest respect for my sister. Had I half her stubbornness, nay, her unwillingness to accept the status quo,
right,
I would be a far better person. A far better scion.
Nobody likes science. They're a bunch of troublemakers. Fuck off. There's no such thing as a good scion other than a dead one. Other than that, a scion of what? Yeah, alright, of the 7th Dawn. What is that even? What is that even? He's no scion of mine, that's for sure. But I'm gonna say here, this motherfucker is the most stubborn character in the game. And his unwillingness to accept the status quo led to a whole world of pain and misery in 2.0. What was this? In the post patches of AR, didn't it? Like, he was stubborn, he was stupid, he was always like, I'm gonna change everything, I can do that. And then he learned that was not always the way. Sometimes it's okay to take a back fucking seat. And now he's back in the front seat again. And this maniac wants to drive. Some people are not meant to drive. You're drunk, Elf, you know. Go home. Do not drive. Leave that to your sister. For what it's worth, she is more competent. She is at least a bit of a himbo, so she's less likely to do something... trying to be a genius and do something fucking recklessly stupid in terms of technology. Don't tell me, tell her, because if you tell me, I have to sit through the cutscene. And it's going to take longer for my viewers that I'm tormenting with my rage, as it stands.
I know. Yet, despite my good intent, I have the feeling that I would only succeed in incurring her ire.
Yeah, because she knows she should be doing nothing. She would tell you exactly what I just told you. What is that? Oh, she is... Oh no, the woman on the verge of a mental breakdown. What's going on?
Alize, are you all right?
Gobble, gobble.
The treatment. Did it work?
Nah. No, he's too scrambled. So it did not work. Oh, he's smiling. He's amused by all this.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you all. Delighted, happy, glad.
Fuck, it worked! Gaboo! Fuck! He's gonna talk now. Shit! I didn't know he had an annoying voice. I didn't know. I don't recognize this character very well. Everyone loves him. Well, you know what? This is a heartwarming moment. We should be glad. I thought the catboy was like... fooled them all. I kept all the acid to myself. I only pretended that to channel it into the pig. I channeled it into the pig, and then I ate the pig.
Filled with thoughts of great Father Titan.
You and my chat both. Gabu. Gabu, is that... Are you in my chat right now? Guys, stop inserting your OCs. You bunch of puny bugs. Stop inserting your OCs into my Final Fantasy custom version of the game or something, because what's going on here?
But I never forgot about Mother and Father. Always, they were in my heart. Constantly, ever, always.
He has a rogue accent. That means he is a mugger. He's gonna mug you at night. Always. I never forgot about Mother and Father. They were in my heart. Constantly. Give me your laptop. Give me your money. Give me your quit. Give me your coins.
So I tried to focus on their faces. Theirs and yours. Alize's and everyone's. And I found that I could remember. One thing, then another, and another.
So now we can also cure Harry Dubois' memory loss, right? With this technology. Just gotta bring him to Limsalo Minza, have him meet the pig. Oh, they're gonna need more. So they're gonna need more pigs! That's why we're gonna go to Matoya, because I know there's a dungeon coming up. We're gonna go to the witch that taught Ishtala, right? And we need to do something there, so we're gonna make more pigs. But then who's gonna imbue the pigs? Fuck if I know. Is Gratia gonna work overtime? Being a little pig charger? We'll have to wait and see.
Your hopes reached Gaboo. They helped him to hold on.
Chat. I call you. Isn't, for all the mean things I've been saying, isn't this a heartwarming moment? Isn't this touching? Why is there water in my face? It must be raining. Which it literally is! But at the same time, I'm also obviously tearing up. I'm so glad. Gabu held on, and he's back. I just like to hide my feelings. I like to hide it so much. I'm gonna show you exactly how I feel right now. Oh god. Oh no, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. It's just a bit of rain. Just a bit of rain in my room. Right? Just a bit of rain. Gabu made it back. His mom and dad are gone, but he still has the memories of them. He's no longer thinking of Father Titan's big stinky feet all the time. He's cured. Get a cure for yourself too, by the way. Because you guys are always still thinking about Father Titan. Where are your memories? You guys are fucking thinking about Father Titan right here. You're watching Father Titan, right? I guess you should be. Anyway, Gabu. Gabu! Gabu! Gabu's back, guys. Gabu's back. I'm so overjoyed. Such a touching moment, Desu Kawaii. Alright, guys. That's enough of that. That was a jump scare. A flesh Zack jump scare. There you go. Oh, let's get through this shit, man. I just want to go to the bakery. I need to stretch. I want to stretch. And I want to stop torturing you guys because I'm starting to feel really bad about this yelling I keep doing at you.
Gabu.
Do you guys like yelling? Do you guys even like yelling? Is that cozy to you? Are you guys trying to sleep through this? Like, if you're a night owl, like Mystical said, he was a night owl. You're never going to sleep again if you put on my streams. Just keep my streams on a loop. Works great. Keeps you awake. Better than coffee. We're going to cure all of those little rats.
All of them.
Because now we decided you have inherent value.
Without wishing to dampen the mood,
Gabu!
held to add certain caveats regarding the viability of the treatment for general use.
Pulling us back to reality. Let me guess, he's gonna need more ether. What a coincidence that the fucking primal catboy derogatory needs more ether channeled into him for this. I'm very bad faith.
Reversing the effects of tempering demands profuse.
There he goes!
And while
Called it!
I was able to heal Gaboo alone, I fear the same will not be true for those who exhibit more advanced symptoms. Moreover, the treatment's effects are limited to the soul. It offers no succor to those whose very flesh has been altered through prolonged exposure to a primal's influence.
This is a good explanation for why you can keep completing your hunting logs for the Grand Companies. Yeah, why are we killing these tempered kobolds? I think they're called, for the hunting log of the flames. Well, their flesh has been altered, but they used to say mother was the other one. Their flesh has been altered on the inside. They're rotten on the inside, okay? Just trust. It's nice of them to explain it. Very convenient. They don't need to change the gameplay that's in the game. Just because you can now cure the tempered ones doesn't mean we can cure all of them. Very conveniently, that includes all the mobs that you are fighting on the maps. Yeah, that's just a pity, isn't it? That we cannot save those, but everyone else just fine. Yeah.
All of which is to say that we cannot save everyone.
Specifically not the mobs that we have programmed to patrol the maps.
Maybe we can't, or maybe we can. No one gave
Can.
Gabu, and yet here we are.
Yeah.
Then the next logical step would be to produce a veritable army of Porxes, would it not? Granted, it seemed a simple enough process in the first, but I suspect it will be different here in the source. Not that I am any authority, of course.
You don't have that white lad lady. I don't know what they are called, those things. I think they're some kind of fairies, right? They're fae folk. But she looks like White Lad, which is one of the NPCs that I remember the name of. I forgot what the lady was that made the pork already, even though she was in the previous stream.
Yet there is an authority on familiars to whom we may grudgingly turn. She's stubborn, haughty, eccentric, irascible, laconic, annoying. And her name is Master Matoya. The real one.
Shit, I am Master Matoya? I am Master Matoya? Why did she say all those adjectives as if she were to gonna introduce me? And is the Master Matoya. Great.
I have to go now, Gabu.
Master Matoya is apparently me.
Look after you, all right? And I promise to come and visit you again soon.
All right. Thank you, Alisaie. Thank you.
I'm off to mug someone. Kuno is off to throw rocks at the beep. Some rocks at a fucking pig. At a fucking pig, yeah? Beep. Oh wait, he doesn't beep, he goes like when he says a slur. When he says the F slur. You fucking I'm off to slice some throats. There you go, off to mug someone. Bye, Gabu. Gabu. Farewell. We'll never see him again. Because he won't be relevant after this. I don't know. Maybe we do see him again. Like, maybe he will be brought up once, like in Antwalker. They're like, oh, we were able to save Gabu. I think that's what's going to happen. And then they will forget about him forever and ever and ever. How long do these fuckers even live? Eshi will be at pains to remind me I have not paid Master Matoya a visit since returning from the first. How long was that ago? For me, that was one stream ago, so it can't be that long. But I'm sure some time passed. Let us make for her cave. She lives in a cave! How more can she be me? For real, for real. We're not gonna do the dungeon right now. That's gonna be for next time, so if you're here for like the very kick-ass dungeon music, don't hold your breath, okay? How do we get there again? This is somewhere near Ishgard? I don't even know what is a Dravania. Hello? Aetheryte, anyone? That is the nearest one, Idleshire? Idle? That's all? That whole map doesn't have a single point? They were like, we added flight now. We don't need more teleports. You can now fly there. Even though you cannot fly there initially. And I still can fly in this part. Because this is very instanced and not connected directly. Alright, time to hit some grandmas. I feel like hitting some grandmas while I'm riding this mount. It kind of sucks. You know what's funny? That could apply to everything on this stream. Except for me, I guess. Well, even to... specifically to me. Let's fucking face it. So I don't even need to ask, what do you mean? Doesn't matter what you mean. I'm gonna agree with it. Okay, where is she? Here? And we have Sarorogo. I assume that's a frog? Is that a frog that you can recruit if you do that side quest? It's like one of her familiars or something. So how are you holding up? Is the Slender okay? Because you're the one that loves this game. You're a good example of someone that loves this game. It's okay? I can at least dial it back 30%. I can at least dial back the Slender a little bit. But I'm on a farting reindeer right now. So wait for a bit. Oh, wait. No, the reindeer just has stinky hooves. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna visit my alter ego in a cave. The Slender is good, it's entertaining to listen to. Wisebot is fucking insane today. I'm gonna figure out what's wrong with it soon. There was nothing wrong with that comment. And I wish Wisebot is gonna get the Wiseboot. Because I didn't ask for it to just randomly cave entrance. Yeah, sure it is. That's not a wall at all. Yeah, no, the Slender is good, right? You already had the experience of going through this game by yourself and being enthralled and entranced. I was gonna say entranced, that's not a word. Is this? That's not Matoya. Speak with her in the ruling quarter. So I'm not actually... This is Matoya, but we didn't speak to the other one first. Perhaps she has her reasons. Would it be the first time she hid from me after doing something embarrassing? In any case, it makes no odds to me. I prefer my peace and quiet. She's balanced. She's balanced. But like I said, you already had your experience. Now you're gonna and I had my experience playing through this alone. If I'm gonna go through this and take you by the hand through all this slog, which it frankly is, let it at least be something different of an experience than when we went, oh, Gabu, I love you so much. Oh, Grahai, I love you so much. You can do that in your own time. You don't need me for that to simp. You don't need me to do that thing that you do when you're on your own. Like, you know, you can jerk off to this game yourself if you want to. That's what I'm saying. If you want a different flavor, a little bit of spice, I'm here to add that. A little bit of spice, a little bit of musk. I still don't know what the fuck is wrong with Wise, but I'm just so fucking pissed off by that. It's gonna be one of the first things I fix. Do.
Nary a word from you all this time, then you bring every man and his Porogo with you. Did no one teach you any manners, girl?
Who is the Porogo? Porogo pejorative?
Teaching me etherology, master.
Porogo derogatory?
I wanted to be the one to express our gratitude. I am told you spared no effort to sustain our bodies while we were away.
Ha! I regret that.
Thank you.
Ha!
You were gone so long. I was starting to think you'd set your heart on staying.
It wasn't easy to leave, as it happens. Seldom does one have the opportunity to study other worlds, and I would not have minded extending my stay by a handful of years.
But Yeah, she doesn't have any friends here anyway.
Ever the scholar. Y'shtola dedicated herself to studying ancient civilizations of the First, befriending a tribe known as the Knights Blessed in the process. There she took on the name of Matoya and won the respect of all the children of the forest.
Oh, you're just gonna disclose that? Yeah, she took on your name. Yeah, she pretended to be you. Yeah. I'm sure that will go. That won't go. That didn't go down well with her. I'm like partially remembering that didn't go down well, but also like I can totally see why it's not going to go down well now. This is why Alfino should be in the backseat.
I merely adopted an alias in accordance with the custom of my hosts. Yours just happened to be the first name that came to mind.
You mean to tell me you went gallivanting about using my name and only bother to visit when you need a favor? And don't pretend you don't. I taught you long enough.
God, she clocked that. Get her! Like I said, she's so me. I don't even need to add commentary while she's in the scene.
Indeed. And devoted pupil that I am, I could not fail to recall my master's sage advice. When the answer eludes you, look to the wisdom of your elders.
Oh, she knows just what to say. And Matoya is also gonna be like, oh, you know just how to, you know, sweeten it a little bit, right? You sweet talking little shit. I know you. Oh god, I see what you're doing. That is the manipulative sociopath I raised. Something like that.
You there. Were you going to introduce yourself?
She looks a bit like her eyes kind of like sad. The way they are like slant. What's the word for that? Like drooping. Kind of sad, but also angry. Kind of reminds me of Emmett Selk. Is she Emmett Selk's grandma? Just saying, they have similar features as like a similar face rig or something.
How remiss of me. Grahat here.
Oh, it's him.
And I'm proud to call myself a scion.
Like she already knows me. I don't need to introduce myself.
I too wish to offer my gratitude for your invaluable aid in sustaining the Archon's bodies, as well as my apologies. It was my inexpert summoning spell which endangered their lives in the first place.
Yeah, it was my summoning spell. It was my insistence on blowing up the terminals, but everybody loves me. I'm the cat boy. Gotta love me. Yeah.
Ah, yes. The one bent on digging up the mysteries of Alag. Old Galaf used to speak of you, and Kryles told me all about your recent exploits.
Yeah, exploits. Shall we say.
Do you have a bad back or something? At ease, boy. Whatever mess you've made, I'm not in the habit of dwelling on the failings of the younger generation.
He even doesn't get flack from her. That's how you know. That's how you know he's got plot armor. Not just plot armor, just like criticism armor, everything armor.
You are too kind. I've also heard much and more about you, Master Matoya.
He's the precious and happiest little thing. We have to ensure his happiness at all costs. He's so precious and so catboyish. He's every catboy that you want to play. Guys, if you don't have that haircut and hair color when you play catboy, you're probably not. You're not a real catboy. I'm sorry. You need to actually have pink hair. Yeah, that's the rule. You need to try and be him. That's what you're trying to be. So do it well. This is my plushie. Hehe. Is she gonna comment on that it looks too cute?
So that's the way of it.
No.
It should be a simple enough matter to make the familiar. The magic, on the other hand.
Ah, that you may leave to me. Being the only one possessed of royal blood, I alone can imbue the subject with the necessary magic.
Oh yeah, that's only while it lasts too. He said it's fading away, like his blood is just fading away.
So I just need to create Porxies with the power to stir the soul. Just, I say. Though we're talking about a veritable herd of the little buggers, we'd collapse before we reach double figures.
The familiars are like the same as summoner shit. Are there not more summoners?
If I could get a familiar to create the familiars, a mother Porxie, as it were.
Right. Do you not need a daddy Porxie to impregnate the mother Porxie? Do we even want to think about that? They're gonna breed the familiars. That's wrong.
Seems I haven't seen the last of that moldy old hole after all.
Where's she gonna pull that mother Porxie from exactly? Is she the mother Porxie? What's the hole? I know it's the dungeon. I just have to say the obvious. I have to say certain things. It's mandatory. It's in my contract as a streamer. Okay! If I'm not disgusting you at some very obvious things, I'm doing it wrong. Off to my old workshop then. Everything required to make you familiar is there. Nobody has set foot in there since whatever Exodus they're talking about. I dread to imagine what has become of it. Oh, there's sure to be a handful of feral familiars and mayhap a monster or two. So we're going to her, what they call the relic, where she keeps her magic things stored, and she's gonna make a mother Porxie, Porxie breeding big fat old swine. Yeah, the mother of all Porxies. Okay. I'll send one of my Porogos ahead to let you into the workshop. You need to only tell me who you are. Off you go. Is that the quest for the dungeon? We need to go back to Idleshire? Is that it? Because the Maker's Quarter, that sounds not like a cave. Or no? It's also not actually a quarter, it's just part of the map. But I guess this map used to be a city? That's the anti-tower! Does that sound like a fucking Maker's Quarter? Self-possessed broom. What's up there? Can you speak? Can I borrow those, please? Okay, what is he saying? Dust the bite shall none. None shall bite the dust. Swish swisharoo. Out of my way, adventurer. This is no place for adventuring. They speak backwards, but they also speak the sentence backwards. Because they're satanic. Because she's a witch! Oh, there's the exit. Why is the exit not on the map? Well, we're going to Matoya's moldy old hole. Isn't that just a fun phrasing? And it's over there. It's all the way over there. Oh, look at this. Have they given out any more Twitch mounts? Because I kind of lost track of that. But this was a Twitch mount. Could have gotten that if I were streaming at the time, but instead I wasn't and watched someone else to get that thing. It's been a while. Could they please have a campaign like this again to give someone an incentive to watch this garbage? To watch this piece of garbage stream? Alright, so this was a city before, and then it was no longer used, and nobody has used that place in a while. And that's all I know about it, because it's been a long time since I played through Heaven's Ward. So what is this exactly? The Dravanian foreskin, that's what it's called. That's all I know. And there's a moldy hole here, right? So I don't know what went wrong here, but stuff went wrong here and they had to evacuate. And now we're talking to one of the Porogos, which is a frog! Greetings, Ribbit, and welcome to my good mistress, Relic, Ribbit. Werehog is my name, and I'm honored to be your guide, Ribbit. I didn't do a single voice. Why am I struggling now to do this? Why am I even bothering? Within you will find a space dedicated to the making of familiars, Ribbit, along with a cavern wherein the requisite ingredients may be had. I must warn you, however, that the place has not played host to a single soul, much less a broom. So it's dirty. Okay, so it has not played host to a single soul in over 15 years, Ribbit, and I regret being in some disarray. Ribbit. Alright. Rest assured, my brothers and I shall see to it that you do not lose your way. Wait, Ribbit is not is that actually the sound I make? Ribbit. But if I do that sound, like I try to sound like a frog, it sounds like he's drunk, he's just doing hiccups. So I'm just gonna keep saying Ribbit. Does that sound like he's drunk? Or does it sound like a frog? Does it sound like he's being crushed under car wheels? I'll just keep saying Ribbit. Now then, Ribbit. Only say the word and I'll show you in. Ribbit. I'm gonna do both then. Fine, I'll do both. Okay, that's that. It's inside of this building. It does not look like it's inside of this building. What do you mean? Once you see the dungeon, it's so not inside of this building. This is such a stupid placeholder for that dungeon. It could have at least like added it retroactively to the map, like something new that looks like it could be a cave. Just a little area that you unseal. No, they were too cheap. Recycle this building that you can just summon in Brio because it's just in a set. Not that I would know what it is. I've never heard of Brio. I only know Madame Brie, who has an OnlyFans for her feet that smell of cheese. That's all I know. I don't know Brio. Don't know her. Guys, this is a good cutoff point for me because I don't want to do a whole ass fucking dungeon with these tools that will take an hour to do it! Because they don't know how to DPS AoE wise. They don't know how to do that. It's like one frog at a time. They're gonna take one fucking frog or muttman or whatever the fuck was in there at a time. Tickling. Stupid as fuck. And if you try to pull more groups, then there's a fair chance that they don't catch up and you fucking die. Everyone fucking dies. And who the fuck made Grahatia the tank, by the way? Because that's what he is. That's what he is. Yeah, he can be anything. Which in this case will probably be the tank. Who made this the tank? Of course he can do everything. Of course he can do everything. Because he's got all your Athar and he's a primal. Okay. We laughed, we shouted, we clapped, we cheered, we fist pumped the sky. This is 5.4 nearing its conclusion. And the conclusion is that I'm gonna have to recharge my vocal cords. I thought my neck would be the issue with this, because that was the part that I fucked up. But no, it's my voice because I kept yelling at this, and now I'm so agitated I'm gonna not be able to stop yelling until I've had some sugar and maybe a couple of pills and a bit of cooking sherry. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna chill the fuck out now. I think we're reaching a nice 2-hour mark, more or less. If I was subtract like the part where I was, pissing. 2 hours. That's enough for me to edit down. There weren't a lot of objectionable parts other than the entire stream, so I might as well not remove anything. Like, my guy is just big, and that's how it is. That's not something I need to trim, right? Just because some people are, like, suspicious about it. Anything that you guys said was immediately deleted, even though it was perfectly fine. So I think we're good. This is good. This was responsible. I'm trying to recover a little bit physically, like not to put too much strain on myself. So this is a good mark to call it a day. How did you guys enjoy this show? I will try to have a different vibe a little bit every time. Like, this was definitely like the moon, you know, when it's a full moon. Yeah, never mind, it's always that moon that is projected on my ceiling. But when it's a full moon, I go a little Werehog mode, you know? Sonic the Werehog mode here. But I'll try next time to be in a different phase. I'll try to be in a crescent phase or luteal phase or in retrograde or whatever. Just be a little bit less fucking tense, and maybe just drinking a little bit less caffeine would help too, because it's like supposed to make me angry, but it's supposed to make me cheerful and energized, but you put energy in me, it just stokes the flames of wrath. Have you guys been thinking about Deity title stream? Like, so relatable. For you guys. What you guys think? I relate to Matoya, okay? He's also like, yeah, I kind of want to read you kids too, but I don't actually care anymore either. It's like, you're dumb fucks, and what's the point of me dwelling on it? Just want to point it out subtly and then move on. Bunch of dumb fucks. Yeah. Yeah, she's so me. They wrote that character well. Anyway. Look at little Ruby. Or is it Rudy? I think it's Rudy. I like to show little Rudy. A little group photo for us. Look at that. Little Rudy. Maybe get a little bit of a... Yeah. Oh, why am I clicking on OBS? Got a nice screenshot in here for the preview. Hold on. Thumbnail on YouTube. Yeah, there we go. I have a nice thumbnail now. Not really exactly. Hold on. I'm clicking in OBS again, like that's the actual game. I think this will do. Guys, thanks for checking me out. I'm hoping for less anger next time, but while I'm still doing the Final Fantasy XIV streams, which is going to be for the rest of the Shadowbringer stuff, which is just one more patch after this dungeon, I'm probably going to yell a lot. Yeah. Especially live, I have no impulse control. But I'll switch to other games that will make me yell, but less angrily, and just like, you know, to keep you awake. Here I'm yelling because it feel fucking stupid because I don't understand things, but when I think I actually do understand it, I get even angrier because I'm like, oh, is that it? That's it? That's what they were trying to tell me? No wonder I was fucking confused. Screw them. Alright guys, see you around, and let's have more fun next time. I had fun. It may not sound like it, it may not look like it, but look, I'm beaming, right? Thriving. Moisturized, alright? Bothered, but moisturized. Who said you cannot be bothered? Being bothered is good, actually. It keeps your ether flowing. Your ether. See, I learned a thing. How to pronounce that fucking word. Ether. Right. Guys, go find a cure for your tampering or your gooning, because that's really out of control how much you think of Deity Titan. I'll see you guys around very soon. Where's the ending? I don't even know where the ending is. I'm gonna switch to the ending. There's a different song there this time. Let me see if we can find it. Yeah. Ta-da, guys! Ta-da!